Okay, Cenk, let me start with you. Donald Trump has flipped around on the Epstein files and their importance, significance, and need to be fully transparent about them for the last few months. I'm trying to scratch my head and work out exactly why, not least because when I interviewed David Boies recently, who was the attorney for Virginia Giuffre and a number of other victims, and also one of the most eminent criminal lawyers in American modern history, he was crystal clear to me that from everything he's seen in the files, there is no suggestion of any criminal culpability for Trump himself. So what is going on here?
I'm going to be pissed right now. Piers Morgan, if you're listening, fuck you. No crime is in the email dump. Bullshit. You know what's in the email dump, you son of a bitch? Same thing with you, Megyn Kelly, you fucking twat. There's nothing in there. In that email is the communications regarding how Manhattan treated Epstein. He was found guilty also in Palm Beach, but he was also found guilty in Manhattan, and Manhattan went super easy. It actually had to get appealed up because it was weird. Instead of being a stage 3 sex offender, because he was like selling the girls, and in the emails is the price the girls were rented out for, $15,000 a night. When you hear the term of 1,000 girls that son of a bitch used, at $15,000 a night at full capacity, that's $15 million a day. You understand that? You son of a bitch. In there is also information about Katie Johnson, which I have not decided to read intensely because I know so much. I probably should read to see what, if any, communications he put out regarding that, which I'm trying not to because it just enrages me. It enrages me so goddamn much because in the freaking information regarding what happened with Manhattan being gentle is with the girls who decided to actually sue because the girls were talking. They were pissed because they were slave girls rented out at $15,000 a night. Trump is in there. A whole bunch of people are in there. And you know what his attorneys did? Treated these girls like dog meat. Talked about the pregnancies and the abortions that they had. Yeah, how many of those abortions that they had were because you, Epstein and Trump and all the rest of you, how many of you got them pregnant? Because I happen to know that in the testimony of Katie Johnson, who, by the way, was held in Manhattan, that after Trump raped her, tied her to a bed, ripped off her clothes, she's screaming, "No, please stop." Trump keeps going. She's worried she's pregnant, and Trump tells her, "Yo, you're just going to have an abortion," and throws money at her. But you know what's even more impressive about that is that Epstein got pissed at Trump, not about the fact that he raped a 13-year-old girl, but that he paid her, because the money is not supposed to go to the girls. They go to Epstein. And referred to exactly how these girls were. They were slaves. They were sex slaves. That is what is in the goddamn emails. Epstein is being told that he's treating these girls like sex slaves and running them out at $15,000 a night. And he doesn't "Oh, that's pretty terrible of me. I'm a sick bastard." No, he's making tons of money. I'm still trying to find out if there's anything other related with regard, for example, the one-stop parties that Trump was putting on. In what city? Manhattan. When Trump was sitting there playing around with other little girls. That's what's in the goddamn emails. That's what's in the emails. It even gets worse about what the girls had to do. Talk that his lawyer went over all the people that these girls slept with. Yeah, they slept with a lot of guys when they were 12 and 14, being handed off at $15,000 a night to the rich and powerful. There's no crime in the emails. You son of a bitch. Let me hand your daughter off at $15,000 a night. Let me have her be tied to a bed and begging, please stop. It hurts. And girls and Tiffany sitting next to him, please stop. And for them to just keep going with your daughter. And then if she gets pregnant by that rich asshole, that she just has to go get an abortion. And if she ever decides to sue them, for them to say how she's developed drug problems. Well, yeah, she was raped as a 14-year-old. Of course she's going to develop problems. And for the slaver who rented your daughter out at $15,000 a night, 15 grand a night, your daughter, what you decided to do, that they would complain about all the people that she slept with because your daughter was just a fucking slut. No, your daughter was not a slut. Your daughter was exploited. At the age of 14, being promised to be having all of these millionaires and billionaires taking care of her because she was being rented out at $15,000 a night. Yeah, I guess there's no crime. No, there's no crime. Of course not. Mandani, there's one thing you can do for this entire country, that you can do for every single person in this country, is to walk your ass out to the Manhattan DA's office, sit your ass down there as its mayor, and tell them one thing. Everything and anything regarding Epstein and those girls is going to be disclosed. And for you to look at the Manhattan Police Department and the New York Police Department and say the same damn thing. I want every police report, everything. I want to know everything. And I want it public. And if anyone can be sued or punished, let's do it. These sons of bitches who rented the girls out at $15,000 a night and then called them sluts for all the men that they slept with, and complained about their abortion and the drug problems that they developed. Yeah, the reason why they developed the drug problems is because you were renting them out at $15,000 a night to be done to the things that you can hear what was done to Katie Johnson, because what was done to Katie Johnson was probably done to with a lot of other girls. You son of a bitch. Screw you. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah, get this to Mandani. It is time to release the files, New York.